Welcome to the Volunteer Intake Processing Center, also known as the VIPC Introductory Information Session. This presentation will provide you with basic information about the VIPC and prepare you for the basic training you have registered for. Let's take a look at what you will learn about today. The VIPC vision, how we are structured, your role as a VIPC intake team member, how we communicate with each other, logging into the Volunteer Connection Network, how to log your VIPC hours, future VIPC opportunities, and your next steps. The VIPC mobilizes the power of volunteers to quickly and efficiently guide applicants through basic intake steps. The VIPC team partners with divisional and regional teams to contribute to a positive volunteer experience, both in steady state and gray sky periods. The VIPC is part of the National Headquarters Volunteer Services Recruitment and Intake Team. Leading the recruitment and intake team is our director, Susie Spartano. Next, we have the VIPC program managers who support all VIPC volunteer positions, regional and divisional volunteer services teams. Intake leaders are volunteers that will be your direct supervisor. Your intake leader will be the person you communicate with the most. They will be there to support you in your role as an intake team member. VIPC Intake Team Member volunteers. This is your position within the VIP structure. You will be responsible for the day-to-day activities of processing prospective volunteer applications. During the basic intake training, you will learn how to process these applications. Listed on this slide is each VIPC program manager and their contact information. The VIPC program managers are a resource available to you to answer any questions or concerns. Your intake leader will let you know the program manager assigned to you. Let's discuss your role as an intake team member. You will assist new applicants with their volunteer application, ensure timely processing and provide excellent customer service, follow standardized job aids and training, use standardized email and phone script templates, work within Volunteer Connection and the Global Intake enterprise-wide. There are several expectations to maintain your position as an intake team member. You will work with your intake leader, your supervisor, to determine your schedule. This is a virtual assignment. You can work from home or a local Red Cross office. If you decide to work from a local Red Cross office, your program manager can assist with connecting to that volunteer services team. We ask that you work a minimum of 2 to 4 hours each week, notifying your supervisor when you are not able to work your minimum required weekly hours for an extended period. We have a variety of modes that we communicate with you as a member of the VIPC team. Let's review. Our global group share is a mini website located within Volunteer Connection. We will do a deep dive into the global group share in a moment. Quarterly town halls are an opportunity to learn about the VIPC program updates, hear from other intake team members, ask any questions, and provide feedback. The weekly newsletter is emailed at the beginning of each week. Please ensure your email and Volunteer Connection is up to date, as this is the email all communications will be sent. And finally, your intake leader and program manager will communicate with you about any program updates and other pertinent VIPC information. As mentioned, the VIPC Global Group Share is a mini website located within Volunteer Connection. This is used for team communication. To access the VIPC Global Group Share, you will log into Volunteer Connection with your username and password. At the top of the page, you will click the My Groups tab. In the drop-down menu, you will click the Volunteer Intake Processing VIPC Center. This is the VIPC Group Share homepage, where you will find this presentation, your basic intake training PowerPoint, a directory of other VIPC volunteers, an active discussion board where our volunteers share their questions and feedback, and other important resource documents. Let's take a moment to view the tabs that you will utilize the most. First, we want to encourage you to subscribe to the nightly updates. To subscribe, you will click the link. Click here to subscribe to nightly updates. By doing this, you will receive an email when anything new is posted. We have a very active discussion board. This is a forum to ask questions about your work as an intake team member. To post a question on the discussion board, after clicking the Discuss tab, you will find at the bottom of the page an Add New button. When you click the Add New button, the system will show you a box to type your question. You will type a title to your post in the top box. The title should reflect what your question is about. For example, resending parental consent email. In the larger box, you will type your question. Once complete, click the Submit button. Once the Submit button is clicked, your question will be added to the discussion board list. The Files tab is where you will find job aids and resources to support you in your role as an intake team member. The Files tab is located on the VIPC Group Share homepage. In the beginning of your work as an intake team member, you should utilize the VIP Center Job Aid resources. This is where you will find this presentation, the basic training PowerPoint, and other resource documents. To review, to access the VIPC Global Group Share, you will log into Volunteer Connection with your username and password. Under the My Groups tab, located at the top of the page, click the Volunteer Intake Process VIP Center. Finally, after you have completed your work in advanced intake, it is important to record your hours in Volunteer Connection. By logging your hours, the VIPC program managers are able to ensure that we are staffed appropriately to process new applications. You will log into Volunteer Connection with your username and password. On your homepage, you will click the red Add Hours button. In the date box, you will enter the date that you worked with the VIPC. Enter the total hours you worked for the date entered. Under Activity Name, you should specify the work that was done for the VIPC. For example, worked on second contact calls. Any non-VIPC hours should be logged separately. Under Hours Type, you will log your hours as worked. Under Position, be sure to select your VIPC position, VIPC Intake Team Member. Finally, click Submit Hours or Submit and add another. After you have gained some experience as a VIPC Intake Team Member, there are several additional opportunities available to you. The VIPC Advanced Intake Team are volunteers that process advanced intake actions, which include verifying identifications and processing background checks. The Virtual Volunteer Intake Center, or Virtual VIC, are a team of volunteers focused on applications for disaster-affected areas. The helpline team are volunteers that help support our toll-free number, which is a resource for prospective volunteers. The VIPC referral team welcomes new team members and assigns them to an intake leader. The VIPC facilitators present our basic and advanced training. For each of the additional opportunities, you will need the recommendation of your intake leader and/or program manager. Let's discuss your next steps. You will attend the basic intake training. We recommend registering for an open mic session. The open mic sessions are available to you to ask any questions after you have attended basic training and you begin initial work in advanced intake. You must register for an open mic session. To register from your Volunteer Connection homepage, you will click the My Shift tab located at the top of the page. In the drop-down, under the Global heading, you will click VIPC Training Calendar. From there, you can click on a date for an open mic session that works for your schedule. You can always connect with your intake leader to support you in registering. Finally, after you've completed the basic intake training, you should follow up with your intake leader. We want to thank you for your time and attention and welcome you to the American Red Cross and the VIPC team.